Ja Rule explodes on 50 Cent, calls him a snitch after Diddy docuseries. The legendary beef between Ja Rule and 50 Cent just reached a boiling point. The always-on-time rapper took to X, formerly Twitter, on Sunday and absolutely unleashed on his longtime rival, calling 50 Cent a snitch and a rat following the release of 50's controversial Netflix docuseries about Diddy. We're talking brutal insults, years of bad blood resurfacing, and Queens' New York pride on the line. From dry snitch accusations to Herman Munster head as nigga comparisons, Ja Rule held absolutely nothing back in this latest round of their decades-long feud. Today, we're breaking down everything that went down, the history behind this bitter rivalry, and what 50 Cent's Diddy documentary has to do with all of it. Let's get into it. The explosive tweets. What Ja Rule said. Ja Rule, who's 49 years old, started firing shots earlier in the week on Monday with an initial post that set the tone for what was coming. He wrote, "You rat. Always have been, always will be a effing rat. Used car salesman suit wearing, field goal nose having, Herman Munster head ass nigga." That's not just throwing shade. That's launching a full missile strike at 50 Cent's entire existence. But Ja wasn't done. On Sunday, December 7th, he doubled down with another post that read, "Nigga always telling on somebody, old dry snitch ass nigga." The term dry snitch in hip-hop culture refers to someone who indirectly tells on others or exposes information without directly going to authorities, basically implying that 50 is constantly putting people's business out there publicly. What makes this particularly interesting is that Ja Rule didn't specify exactly what incident or action triggered this latest outburst. He never explicitly connected it to 50 Cent's new Netflix docuseries, but the timing is impossible to ignore. His first rant on Monday came just one day before the Netflix docuseries dropped, making many believe this is directly related to 50's decision to produce a project examining the criminal allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. Adding another layer to this drama, Ja Rule appeared in the comment section of Hot 97's Instagram post about his tweets, not to clarify or apologize, but to promote his own streaming platform called Icon. So even while beefing, Ja's working on his business hustle. The explosive Diddy docuseries controversy. So what's this Netflix docuseries that seemingly sparked Ja Rule's fury? This week, 50 Cent, whose real name is Curtis Jackson, released Sean Combs' The Reckoning on Netflix, a documentary examining the serious criminal allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. For context, Diddy is currently serving a 50-month sentence on 2 counts related to prostitution, and the legal situation surrounding him has dominated entertainment headlines for months. 50 Cent has been known for years as one of Diddy's most vocal critics and antagonists in the industry. He's made countless social media posts, memes, and comments about Diddy over the years, which has led to many to question his motivation for producing this docuseries. Is it genuine journalism and accountability, or is it personal vendetta disguised as documentary filmmaking? Curtis Jackson addressed these concerns directly, claiming he had no personal agenda in creating the project. "I knew a lot of the stuff, and a lot of stuff didn't make it into the docuseries because if someone's not telling their story that way, then you can't. There's no place for me. I didn't make the docuseries. I got the best possible people to make one, and that's why you don't feel anybody's energy when watching." In other words, 50 is positioning himself as an executive producer who facilitated the project rather than someone injecting his personal biases into the storytelling. Whether people believe that explanation is another matter entirely, but it's clear he anticipated criticism about his involvement. The historic beef between Ja Rule and 50 Cent. To understand why Ja Rule is coming at 50 Cent so hard right now, you need to understand their legendary beef, one of the most famous rivalries in hip-hop history. Both rappers are from Queens, New York, and their conflict dates back to the late 1990s and early 2000s, when they were both rising stars in the rap game. The beef allegedly started over a chain-snatching incident and escalated through diss tracks, public confrontations, and relentless trolling. 50 Cent famously went after not just Ja Rule, but his entire label, Murder Inc., and his associates. The rivalry got so intense that it affected careers, with many crediting 50's attacks as part of the reason Ja Rule's commercial success declined after the early 2000s. Fast forward 2 decades, and they're still going at each other. Neither man has ever truly let it go. 50 Cent has continued to mock Ja Rule on social media, making jokes about concert attendance, career relevance, and basically anything he can think of. Ja has fired back periodically, though many observers feel 50 has won the beef in terms of cultural impact and sustained success. What makes this latest episode particularly spicy is the accusation of being a snitch or rat, one of the most serious insults in hip-hop culture where street credibility and loyalty are paramount. By calling 50 a snitch, Ja's essentially saying he's violating the code by publicly exposing others' business, even if it's not traditional cooperation with law enforcement. The broader implications and industry reactions. This beef raises interesting questions about the role of hip-hop artists in documenting and exposing wrongdoing within their own industry. On one hand, accountability is important. If someone has committed serious crimes, shouldn't that be exposed regardless of who's doing the exposing? On the other hand, when someone with a known personal grudge produces that expose, does it undermine the credibility and appear more like revenge than justice? The hip-hop community remains divided on 50 Cent's Diddy docuseries. Some applaud him for using his platform and resources to shine light on alleged misconduct. Others view it as opportunistic and hypocritical, especially given 50's own controversial history and past associations within the industry. Ja Rule's accusations tap into that second perspective, the idea that 50 is selectively exposing people he has beef with while positioning himself as some kind of moral authority. The always telling on somebody comment suggests a pattern of behavior rather than an isolated incident, implying that 50 has made a habit of publicly airing others' business for personal gain or entertainment. Final thoughts and conclusion. So where does this leave us? Ja Rule and 50 Cent's beef shows absolutely no signs of ending, even after more than 20 years. The release of 50's Diddy docuseries has reignited tensions and brought their rivalry back into the spotlight once again. Whether you view 50 as a snitch for producing the documentary or as someone facilitating important accountability, the drama is undeniably compelling. One thing's for certain, neither Ja Rule nor 50 Cent will ever back down from this fight. It's become part of their identities, their legacies, and apparently their content strategies. Ja's promoting his streaming platform Icon while beefing, and 50's producing documentaries while beefing. They've both figured out how to monetize their mutual hatred. As a single mom, your support means everything to me. If you enjoyed this breakdown of one of hip-hop's most legendary beefs, please hit that subscribe button for more updates and stories like this. Drop a comment telling me whose side you're on, Team Ja Rule or Team 50 Cent. And do you think producing the Diddy documentary makes 50 a snitch, or is that taking it too far? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.